I always thought my reflection was just a reflection until the day I noticed it blink when I didn't. It happened on a dreary Tuesday morning as I stood in my cramped studio apartment, running late for a job I despised. I was mindlessly brushing my teeth when I caught the flicker in the mirror. At first, I dismissed it as a trick of the light, perhaps a result of my sleep-deprived eyes playing games with my mind. But as I leaned closer, my reflection's eyes narrowed, studying me with an unsettling intensity. It was subtle, almost imperceptible, yet it felt like the world had tilted slightly off its axis. The following days were a blur of unease. Every time I caught my reflection, I couldn't shake the feeling that it was watching me, waiting for something. Then came the day when the reflection didn't just blink, it smiled. A slow, deliberate curl of the lips that sent a shiver down my spine. I tried to tell myself that it was stress, maybe a mental breakdown creeping in, but the sinister grin etched on its face was too real, too vivid to ignore. I became obsessed, spending hours in front of the mirror, trying to catch it in the act, but whenever I brought someone else to verify my sanity, it behaved like a perfect mimic. As the days turned into weeks, my life started unraveling. Friends stopped visiting, concerned by my erratic behavior. My boss threatened to fire me due to my constant tardiness and distracted demeanor. I could feel the reflection's presence everywhere, not just in mirrors but in every reflective surface. It was as if it was gaining strength, becoming more real, more tangible. I began avoiding mirrors altogether, keeping the lights dim and surfaces covered, hoping to starve it of the energy it seemed to feed on. But the more I tried to ignore it, the more persistent it became, whispering from the edges of my vision, promising freedom, power, and something darker. The climax came on a stormy night, the power knocked out by fierce winds. I stumbled through my apartment, the candle's flickering light casting eerie shadows. I caught a glimpse of movement in the cracked window pane, and there it was, my reflection, not just mimicking but moving independently, beckoning me closer with a sinister urgency. Driven by a mix of terror and compulsion, I reached out, fingers brushing the cold glass. The last thing I remember is its eyes, dark and hollow, pulling me in, until I was on the other side, trapped, watching as it turned away, now free to live my life.